guys. Hold on, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Hi. What's up? Good. Hey, good afternoon. Hey, Joy. Joy, can you be my moderator? You know how you click on IG now and it's like, this is being moderated. I don't know how to do that shit. I don't. What's up, y'all? Okay, I gotta lean close because I can't see. I gotta lean in because I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. So y'all gotta bear with me. Yes'm. What's going on? How is it in Ohio, child, Oklahoma? Anyway, as you guys can see, I am not in my normal place. I am sitting in my car because Honey is at the doctor's, and I'm waiting for her to get done. Yeah, so that is why I am here, not in my office. But it's kind of good to like switch it up, because to be honest, y'all, I get sick of sitting in my office. I do. I get sick of sitting in my office. I'm trying not to sit in there so much and to change up my environment, but I do have my laptop because I need to do some writing. Tomorrow through Monday, I will be going on a writing sabbatical for myself because I need to get some serious writing done. Yeah, so I will be going away. Oh, thank you. This is what I know how to look cute. No, I know when y'all see me, I'll be like, I'll be in my office. I'm in my office. I have like what I'm wearing at home, just chilling. I have the I'm very fortunate that I can work from anywhere. So in the ability of doing that I'd be coming to work in my pajamas. I'd be sitting at my desk in my pajamas, or like I like wearing cute dresses around the house. So like I'll be in these like my little $5 rainbow dresses, skimpy and shit, cheap and shit, but comfortable as hell. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So if you guys are just meeting me for the very first time, my name is Tracie. I'm the CEO and the founder of the NBDA, but I'm also here to tell y'all, thank you, darling. I'm also here to tell you guys that I will be going live on YouTube now, from now on. And you know how I come on live usually on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock? Well, I'm going to be going live on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock on our YouTube channel instead of here. And I'm like inconsistently consistent when it comes to going live on our YouTube, on here, but I will be spending more time on there. So if you guys are not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because really that's where I want all of our content to reside. And Instagram always be changing shit up, and Instagram has a way of content creators and educators not owning their content, and I don't want to be a part of that, even though like not IG, but YouTube still does the same, but they can, anyway, y'all always know I'm in my head about business. So that's where you'll be able to find me. I will be going live on YouTube on a regular, consistent basis over there. So if you guys want to be able to catch that, make sure someone said that this morning. Yes, that is where I'll be. So I just hopped on because I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. Like personally, I've been trying to take care of some things and just kind of revamping my life structure. So hold on, y'all. Yeah, so that's why I haven't been on here as much. Okay, y'all. Anyway, but so that's about IG. What about IG? Okay. So, we actually need to make sure, thanks Joy, that I need to make sure that that's on our website too. So, anyway, just wanted to jump in and say hi. If y'all have any questions, you guys, you know, you can always ask me. I'm always here to share information, content, trying to get a sense of like what's happening with y'all, what's going on in the field as healers, as you know, BIPOC birth workers, and practitioners, just so we can always go and be better. Oh, that is switching up a lot and people are using YouTube more. Yeah, because one of the things about YouTube that anybody can, so I have a personal YouTube page, which is Tracie Collins. The NBDA has its own YouTube page, and these are platforms that I established a long time ago that I've never used, and so now I'm just like starting to use it, and it just allows for people to like either binge watch or catch up and to really get an understanding of, you know, what the channel is about, what the creator is about, the content is about. So I'm just using it now, finally. It's just finally. And people have told me a long time ago that I should be long time ago days I should be on YouTube, but I just hadn't used that platform, and I wish I had more, like in retrospect, but whatever, we're here now, so that's what I'll be doing, you know, for the NBDA. But I also have my own stuff, like if you guys want to follow me on my own page, because it's a total different experience. You really get a sense of like where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm up to, how I think, but I'll also be sharing like more basic business infrastructure just personally on my YouTube page, and then on the IG page, everything is always going to be centered around the mission of the NBDA, what we have going on, and of course, like, you know, interacting with you guys, and then time to time guests on there, because I love switching it up for y'all. We have a member who's in Ghana, and I want to make sure that you guys get to know Alexis and what she's doing out there in Ghana. And so you'll be meeting her in the next couple of weeks, as soon as we can nail down a date for the both of us that works for our schedule. So that's what will be happening more. Same kind of vibe, same thing, but it's just more, oh, thank you. It's just more like, yeah, we just gonna be over there. IG is always switching up shit, and IG is always notorious for taking other platforms and kind of copying it, but it's slow to give people who are actually putting the content out there the credit or the ability to benefit for putting the content and out, or education and information out there. Well, IG is, I mean, that with YouTube is just a little bit more streamlined. And then we're able to reach a different audience, a wider audience, and that's important to me too. Yeah, I'm just barely getting used to IG. IG is what I don't like is it changes all the time. Every week, the CEO of IG, Adam, whatever his last name is always on here, and he just talks about the updates and, you know, for IG, and that's whatever, they do their thing. But with any of these platforms, you don't, you know, however you reach your audience is however you reach your audience, but you just want to make sure, at least me, you know, wanting to make sure that our information and our continuity of consistency and maintaining the level of information and streamlining it is available on all platforms for the most part for everybody to be able to consume. That's it. That's kind of how I feel. What's up, Carmen? It ain't that many of us on here, but who's ever meant to be here is who's gonna be here. What's up, King Cobra? So good to see y'all's names. Yeah, and then for people who missed it, like the only NBDA Weekend Wellness Summit, they can watch the playbacks of that too. So that's on not IG, that's on YouTube as well. So we had several different speakers over the course of a weekend and a panel, and that happened in 2020 at the top of the pandemic. That was when people was calling me a scam and a fraud and, you know, all kind of shit because of the pandemic, and I had to switch it up at the last minute because of, you know, we were faced with COVID. We were hit with COVID. And nobody understood the magnitude, and people was calling me all kind of names and shit, but they obviously see that I was, you know, telling the truth. Hey, long time. Yes, I'm excited. Just joined the NBDA membership last month. Congratulations, and so thankful to you. Main thing I can tell you for anybody who is considering being a member of the NBDA, there is no one-trick pony to anything. You still have to make sure that you go hard for your business. We are just a part of that process for you. There are people who have greatly benefited from it, who get found the moment they put their profiles up on the website and become members. And then there are people who have yet to find any clients. However, I will say this. I mean, just the level of eyeballs that are always on our website, good, bad, or indifferent. People, I know one of our members who, like the state of Florida, she ended up getting a grant because they found her on our website. And so I'm just like, that's dope as shit. And then people get media attention and all kind of stuff, and then of course clients. And then one of the nicest things that I thought was pretty cool, one of our members had mentioned to me that white families would be like, no, we want to work with you because you're on the NBDA. Like, so even though our audience or our target demographic is centered around Black and BIPOC birthing people and helping to mitigate the Black maternal morbidity rate in this country, there are white families or families who are pregnant that are outside of our target demographic that want to work with people who are just, that are, because they're affiliated with the NBDA. So that's, that's cool too. But I will say, thanks, Joy. I will say, just making sure that you guys always go hard for your own business, because at the end of the day, you're the key to your success. Nobody else is responsible for that. We can put components in place, we can put instruments in place, we can put tools in place, but I will say this, most of the time, the ones who end up being the most successful are the ones who've taken advantage of the full experience that we have to offer. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Don't do that shit. Don't. Don't. If it's already been done, just follow the yellow brick road, like for real. Don't try and go out there your first time as a birth practitioner or as a healer, and you're trying to gain some footing. Or doing that shit on your own. Baby, I didn't do it on my own. Way back when. Like I didn't do any of that on my own. So, because it's very difficult. So really just follow the yellow brick road. Hey, Kay, follow the yellow brick road. And if that platform is already, we've done the labor for you. And that's really what I wanted the NBDA, part of what the NBDA to be about. It's about making sure that we put components in place, or I put components in place so people can be successful. Because honestly, I just don't understand. There's a lot that I just be like, why y'all? I'll be over here shaking my head like, and Kayla will tell you, I'll be like, Joy will tell, I'll be like, what the fuck? Folks be y'all making it harder than it needs to be. However, the shit that needs to be made hard is like business acumen, making sure you get how you actually run. Because people want to be in birth rooms, people want to be working with families directly, and I get that, I understand that. But it's the other piece that people aren't as strong as that is going to allow you to be working with families, and that always has to do with the level of how you handle your business. And I mean, my level of hustle and drive is my level of hustle and drive, and a lot of people don't have that. But that's fine. But with the NBDA, it's important that as best as we can, we put components in place so you guys can win. And there's nothing that's perfect. There's no machine that's perfect. So if you're looking for perfection, good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that. But, so congratulations to you. Congratulations, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's some other stuff that I had a conversation earlier this week with one of, you're welcome, honey, with one of another, what do I say? It's an educator's platform. She's the founder of another major educator platform in the birth world, and so there's going to be some changes behind the scenes, collaboration to some degree, just to bring more content for our members. Like, that's important to me, like having a better user experience, a more seamless user experience, because we actually, me and that other person, we have the same structure, and what I learned in her experience is that she has had difficulties on her side just as well and she has a huge platform as well, and how they've had to go in and she personally has had to do some stuff. So that was kind of reaffirming to hear, like, she's gonna, we're going to collaborate, and there's going to be some kind of bridge to where people who are, either NBDA members or can get in there and have a great user experience, be able to have some downloadable content that will help support you in your business and working directly with clients. So I'm excited for that because I love the platform that she's created. I've always been so inspired and motivated after watching your live. Really? Child, y'all will be surprised how unmotivated I feel often. I do. So to hear that, like, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. But what I've learned too is I have to do things and step away and do things that bring me joy. Yeah, because it's hard to try and consistently make a difference. Like, it's really, really hard. It's really, really, really hard to always try to consistently make a difference. Like, that's awesome. I trained and haven't taken. So the doula goddess, if you trained in 2019, that means I trained you. You know what? I was like combing through the directory, and just seeing so many faces that I trained, because I stopped doing a lot of the trainings last year because of the onboarding of our instructors since the top of 2021, and to see the platform of members just be like at least half of the people that I train is like, wow. So, like, congratulations to y'all. Yeah, you need a refresher. So what I'm going to do, because I was going to do a doula business boot camp, so there's a couple of things that we are working on we're going to do like a fireside chat where people be able to take part in a private fireside chat. Is going to be limited, but it is really going to be about, let's how do we get in there and help you guys and support you guys. So that's going to be a virtual fireside chat with me. So we're going to be dropping that soon. And then also I'm going to be doing a doula business boot camp, but I was going to do it in a series of straight 8 weeks. But what I've decided to do is straight 8 webinars, and you can pick and choose which one you want to take part of, or you can buy the whole package. So I haven't released that yet because I haven't started recording that yet, but I want people to be able to have more flexibility as far as content and how they consume it and when they consume it, versus like just sitting in there and having to partake in the entire thing. And I would like people to be able to go back and be like, oh, okay, this is what I need, and no, I don't really need this, or well, I feel I'm pretty good in this area, but I know absolutely nothing about this area over here. So for me, aside from the remainder of the trainings that I'm teaching this year, which is I'm teaching 2 postpartums. One is a private company, one is public. So I have 2 postpartums that I'm doing. I'm doing a fertility and I'm doing a placenta encapsulation. Then I will be also, we will be dropping the fireside chat. So virtual fireside chat with me. It'll be it'll be a Q&A, but it's a private Q&A. And it'll be, however many seats we decide to open it up to. And then, of course, the doula business webinars. So those will all be happening. And honestly, if you really, the fireside chat is good, but the nuts and bolts and the meat of really what is going to be the webinars, the bootcamp webinars. Yeah. Oh, okay, Kayla, make sure you tap into Joy. Kayla, if you're still on here. Thanks, Joy. Because of what and let me say this, because I took some polls, or we did some polls. Hold on, y'all. I got to make sure, like, I don't miss nobody call. Like, they don't call me and honey waiting for me. So, I did some polls in the Insta stories. And what I found is that a lot of people they want the how can I say this? They want the business information. The majority of you guys said you wanted the business information, And the majority of, and then everybody's answered 100% of wanting access to like business resources. So when I drop things that are that related and that are geared, then make sure you sign up. Like, it's an investment. Everything that you put into your business from an educational standpoint, from, you know, if you're purchasing software, if you are buying, you know, scrubs, if you're buying anything for is a tax write-off. So don't ever look at like the upfront cost. Look at it, it's an investment, number one, into your business. Number two, the shit is a tax write-off. Morning, Lo. Like, everything, you know, you'd be amazed how much shit I'm able to write off. Like, I'm serious. I'm able to write off a lot of things because of taxes, but it has to be like under the proper infrastructure of how to do so. And those are the things that, hey Janae, those are the things that I'm going to teach you in that part. Like, Janae was low. Janae, they've worked with me privately. Like, a lot of people who have worked with me privately, honestly, pretty much everybody that's worked with me privately is pretty much still in the game. Yeah. Did y'all see I hurt my knee? Did y'all see that? I really think that's 40. How old am I? 46. Like, for real. Like, I hurt my knee a couple of weeks ago. I had gotten up from my desk and I don't know what happened. But baby, I was in a brace for like at least 5 days. I was in a brace. I had to go to urgent care. I'm like, oh my God. I had to go. I had x-rays done, and then I had to do a follow-up with orthopedics. And I was like, oh my God. Just should just be fucking up for no reason other than age. So I need to do yoga, and I will be incorporating herbs for not bone, but joint and ligament health. So I digress. Thank you. Like, I digress. But baby, I say that because that shit started hurting today. And yeah. Anyway. Does anyone have any questions that I can answer that I haven't said anything? But I'm trying to like get things off the top of my head that I know is coming down the pipeline. I don't know. No, and hey, so for some new names and folks names I've never seen before, welcome. My international consult was awesome. Oh, good for you, Lo. Thank you for your confidence. Yes, for going to the DR. Come on, about expanding, baby. If I can't tell y'all nothing else, the beauty of this business and the beauty of birth work, there's two professions that will never go out, is birth and death. Birth can be done from anywhere on the globe. So congratulations to, I know Brandy went to the DR recently. Lo, you just went to the DR. Alexis is in Ghana. We got some folks up in Canada. Congratulations, y'all. Not a question. Support. Yeah, we are working on. So if there's stuff with the website, we are completely aware. We're more aware than you guys are, because we're in there, in the back and the front all the time. So we are dealing with that, and so we are. I know Kayla was working on that last night with our tech person and getting in touch with the integrations, because there's 1, 2, 3 levels of integrations that support our website, and when they have a glitch, it unfortunately affects us as well. So, and then we are working around certain glitches too. So to answer your question, so yes, any new information regarding the childbirth educators course, working on that. Okay, because I don't believe I got my certificate uploaded. What's your name? So email, can you type in the email address hello@blackdoulas.org? Make sure that if anybody has any questions, you can always send it to hello@blackdoulas.org, and Kayla will be sure to get back to you in a timely fashion. You should be able to, because if you can't download your certificate through the portal, that's actually 4 things, 4 components. But don't worry about it, because all the certifications, if it's a training verification, that can be issued. We can issue that if it's a portal issue. And also make sure that you try multiple browsers. That's one of the things that I've learned with our site is that Chrome is the best browser to work from, because you guys should see my windows at my desk. So on my computer, I'm operating out of Chrome, and I'm also operating out of Safari simultaneously. And so when I'm in the back end of our site, I have to do everything on Safari, and so I'm not Safari, Chrome, and Chrome is actually the most compatible. Safari is just with any website, I've learned just in general experiences with other companies that Chrome is the best browser. So that's what I've learned with our website recently too. So if you're having issues, but if it's a certification, all certifications come strictly through me, and I issue out all certifications as long as all cert requirements have been met. And if they've been met, then you should be able to download it, because the way it's attached is just a regular PDF, and you should be able to download it. Okay. Yeah, Chrome is so much better. Yeah, Chrome is so much better. And I mean, just me personally, I operate out of two browsers all the time, and I just have to. But yeah, like I remember I was a UPS. I have a UPS account, and I was like, the Safari, I was trying to like get into my account through Safari, and it would not show up. I had to go through Chrome. Like that kind of, like, just make sure you're trying multiple browsers, just with anything. This kind of things that you learn over the course of time. Anything else? Oh, from other schools. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, hmm. I am looking forward. Hello, I'm a college student who's rethinking a lot. Wait a minute, right now. Oh, okay. How did you get started as a doula? Ooh, welcome. So I'm old. Okay, welcome. My name is Tracie Collins. I'm old. I'm actually older than I look. But I started out 23, 4, 2, I don't know, however old my son is. So in the year 2000, and I trained with Donna initially. And for me, for people who don't know my story or my journey, I trained with Donna in the year 2000. And it was after I had my son. So I think I took my training in June of 2000 in Sacramento, California. I'm from Oakland. And Donna was the only, it was Donna and maybe Kappa. I'm not even sure Kappa was as renowned as it was. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jade. And so I took that training in 2000. And for me, being a doula was never where I was supposed to stay. So in my story, it was just a stepping stone to get birth experience, because my goal was always to be a midwife. And I toyed with being a CNM, and I really knew that I did not want to be in the hospital setting, even at that stage in the game. So when I learned about traditional midwifery, I knew that that was the route that I wanted to go, but I needed initial birth experience, okay? So when I trained in the year 2000, I was the only black girl. Y'all gonna hear this a lot with me. I was the only black girl. Did my training, my 3-day training. And honestly, that is where I met my then mentor. She doesn't really consider herself a mentor or even mine, but I just claim her as my mentor in my head. So I started working as a doula, and let me tell y'all, we were charging $400 at the time for birth in the Bay Area in the year 2000. So when I started, I did all the hospital experience, of course, and working with working with families. And 24 years old. And then from there, about 2 years into the field, I transitioned into midwifery. So I started taking Elizabeth Davis's Heart and Hands program. I took for midwives. So I took the beginning, and I took the advanced training. I took both. And then from there, and taking both of those, I was the only black girl in those trainings, in the initial midwifery education trainings, remember? And then from there, I was the only one to walk away with a midwifery apprenticeship, because I had experience as a birth doula already. So it was like 2 years of experience. as a birth doula. So then from there, after I started apprenticing with a white practice in San Francisco, and it was me and someone else who started apprenticing at the same time. And I was the only black girl, fucking story of my life. And I apprenticed with them for about a year to a year and a half. And I remember being told that I will, once I do 3 births as an apprentice, midwifery apprentice, that I will start getting paid $50 per birth. Well, that never happened. So the other one who was apprenticing, and when she hit her 3rd birth, they started paying her. With me, they did not. So then I ended up going, so let's say about a year into my apprenticeship, I started going to, and I just remembered that, y'all. Like, seriously, I'm in the course of writing something, and I just remembered that, like yesterday. So I went then into, I went to like some birth healers event in Oakland, and that's when I met Asatu. And if y'all don't know who Asatu Hall is, she is one of the longest standing birth workers in the Bay Area forever. So Asatu and I clicked, and when she learned that I was, she was a midwife herself. She did her training at Maternidad La Luz in Texas, and I always wanted to go to Maternidad La Luz because it was like direct hands-on experience. You're learning Spanish. You're helping the families who are crossing the border from Juarez, Mexico, and delivering their babies. But I couldn't go because I was a mama. And I had children, so I didn't want to take my children. It would have been just too much. So I always admired those who got to take the experience on at Maternidad La Luz. So Asatu, that's when she completed her training as a midwife. So she and I started working together, and I caught my first baby, black baby boy, with my hands on my 26th birthday. So that's 26. So now went from 24 to 26. Dang, anyway, 2 years, whatever. So when I go hard quick. I consume a lot of information in a short amount of time. That is just my personality. So and she and I worked together, and we were the only black midwives in the Bay Area for a while. And then I took some time off, and I went to culinary school, and I got a culinary degree. And the reason why I did that was because I love food. But I started learning and working with black families that we were missing out on, crucial nutritional information that really would support the pregnant and the birthing body from, gestation through postpartum. And I really wanted to be able to marry those two. And so I did, and I was able to. And what that taught me was how to create specific dietary plan for specific dietary recommendations for certain dietary plans. And I was able to do that. This is a long story. But anyway, so I took some time off after that because I was burnt out. Girl was burnt out. And I came back into the field in 2012 with my mentor. And at this time, now her ass was charging $1,500 per birth. And so when I came back into the game, I just did backup births for her. That's all I did. I was like, Felicia, what you need? And I'm considering getting back in. I had a change of life and got back into the field. And in the year 2012, I think it was. And when I tell you from then on, it was like, girl ended up doing like 60 births a year. I was encapsulating like 5 to 7 placentas. Outside of that, not to mention the placentas I was encapsulating for my clients, and just was a beast, and just ended up, supporting a ton of families, in a short amount, and still being the only black girl. And so I transitioned, and I founded the NBDA in 2017. And I did that because in 2016 I moved to Georgia, but I was still going back and forth to the Bay Area, and I was doing births. And I just had one simple question. I was like, where are all the black doulas? And every time I tried to Google, I was just doing basic Google searches, y'all. I was doing basic Google searches, and I could not find just a real streamlined place where we had a professional stance and presentation, and we were being found, and especially because the black maternal mortality rate was on a rise. And I was like, I gotta do something. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know what it is, but it ended up turning into, I founded the NBDA October 25th, 2017. And I know the date. That date has just always stuck in my mind. And that's when I bought the domain. And, you know, here we are. And it's not, even still, there's so much more to that story. But we are in our 5th year. And fortunately, and you know, it's an experience. But I will say, for people who take, you know, extensive business training courses, and in my business acumen, even from then, I was like 17 years in the game, and was like, my business level had to really change quickly, like you know, real quick. Good that it did. But and let me back up and say this. You know, I want to teach everybody everything that pretty much everything I know, because I don't understand why we are the ones who are most affected when it comes to Western medicine and how in the fuck they treat us, but we are the ones who benefit the least from the information and education that's put out there. And the only bridge to that is business. That's the only difference, is having those kind of hard conversations and getting in those classes and understanding those. And when I tell you, like, I've taken training and courses on business, and I ace the shit, and I've taken, you know, certifications specific to women certified businesses. Like, so when I tell you guys these things, not only is it just my personal experience, but because, like, I've really honed in on it. I'm always going back to the drawing board. I'm always re-strategizing. What's up, Nadia? I'm always going back to the drawing board. I'm always studying. I'm always figuring it out. And it's because, like, things change. Hearing your experience makes me want to begin my doula training, and yes, we need more Black. Yeah. And, you know, make sure you train with us. Joy, if you're still on here, can you put our website back down, or can somebody put our website back down, please? You know, just and that's the difference. Like, we don't have like a cushy husband and his job, and we can pick up and do this shit when and ever we want to. Like, you know, Nadia, I'm so proud of you. When and ever we want to, because our husband and his cushy fat ass job, and, you know, we ain't the ones who's, you know, severely dying. Like, that's the white women's story. Like, fuck that shit. That's not our journey. That's not our story. Like, everything we get, we gotta get out the fucking mud. The difference is the people who are good and great at the shit, they share information. Always side eye people who don't want to share information with you. Fuck them. That's why I tell y'all shit. It's like, because that's when my life changed and my life leveled up, when I started telling folks what I knew and what I learned. I always side eye people who don't want to share information, because real beasts, real people who are hold on. Thanks, Joy. We tell y'all, like, we share information with you. Like, you know, and that's real talk. That's why I don't understand why people don't, like, if people like, oh, you know, well, what's in it for me? The fuck? Like, that makes me laugh. And it makes me laugh because, like, if you are really operating with the purest intentions, what's in it for you is the universe got your back. And that's the biggest thing that you know, that's where your gift, I mean, that's where your reward is. Like, the creator got your back. Like, when you operate in the purest intention versus, like, yeah, I don't, like, you know, why, if I did it by myself, you should too. Nobody does it by themselves. And if you do it by yourself, you should really be pissed off. Like, why wouldn't folks tell you? Why? So anyway, that's how I think, y'all. I be sorry, like, I don't believe in that. Like, that's why I share information. Like, for real, I get in there and I share and I tell you, because I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes I did. Let me shorten your journey and struggle. Like, for real, because I've had my struggle. So let me tell you what not to do. Or let me tell you how to go about doing it this way, make it a little bit easier for you. That's how I roll. So that's my story in a nutshell. And I hate when people say long story short, because the story's already long when they say that. So, but that's my story in a nutshell. And I wanted to be able to create a platform to where I could have the benefit of working from anywhere, but I really wanted to create a platform where everybody wins. What's up, Leisha? You know, I did. I wanted Black families and Black and brown families, you know, to be able to find Black and BIPOC, like, birthing folks, like, professionals. It's simple. It's not rocket science to this shit. You know, we be making shit harder than it need to be. And people be salty as fuck. Like, if you want my job, fucking do it. Like, seriously. So, like, there's no need for any of that. Like we can all have a seat at the table. We can all have a seat at the table. My plate don't need to be bigger or greater than yours. We can have the same serving at the most grand table together. Let's do this shit. Like, and that's just how I think, because I understand that I am more than enough. I have more than enough, and I operate in gratitude. Like, for real. Like, I do. And so when people in your life don't want to share information that is going to make you better, make sure you start to reevaluate their position and their role in in your life. They don't need to be there. They don't need to be there. They just don't need, they gotta go. Show them the door. Everybody, you can't take everybody with you. Nobody, like the same, cliche sayings. Everybody can't sit on your front row. Hold on. So that's my story. Woo! I just had to cut 2 people off last year. Yes. And them cutoffs be hard, y'all. Don't get me wrong. That stuff be hard. And it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Child, my son got COVID. Lord. Damn. Anyway. What's up, Spiritual Edge? Yeah. Yeah, he'll be alright. But I can't be near him. I can't. He's gonna have to quarantine for real, for real. He's positive. Lord. I'm hungry, y'all. Anyway. Yes, yeah, so that's why, and I listen. That's another thing, y'all. Please never ever think that you know everything. Like, for real. Like, I listen, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what other people have to say. How can we go back to the drawing board, make shit better, right our wrongs, make it stronger, make it more effective. Thank you. And I listen, and I listen to us, and I'm one of those who don't think because I ain't saying nothing, I ain't paying attention. Like, that's how I am. Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? That was a really good question. And that was honestly a long time since I shared my journey. No, he wasn't in Charlotte. Since I shared my journey about, this work. And trust me, y'all, it'll all be in my book. It's all in my book too. That's why I have to go away and finish writing, because it's like bringing up a lot of stuff that I didn't anticipate, and it is also the journey and the story, and it's bringing up a lot of things that were lying dormant, and I did not realize. So, like, somebody who is helping me write my book, she emailed me this morning, and I don't even want to open the email because I know she like, Tracie. She like, So I'm going away to, to knock it out. I gotta get it done. I just have to knock out because it's like the manuscript is written, but I gotta go in and I gotta do it. So that's part of my procrastination. You guys will be surprised how, like, I am a procrastinator. Some shit I know I gotta do, but I just be like, yeah, whatever, I'll get to it when I feel like it. Yeah. Thank you for, thank you, I am going, okay. I don't want any more, and BIPOC people. Yeah, you're welcome. You are welcome. But you guys, don't forget, Joy, can you put the link in the bio, please, to our YouTube channel? Make sure, and you can also find our YouTube channel in the link in the bio, but make sure you follow the YouTube channel, because that is where I will be going live from now on. I will be going live on there. I'm going to be, I always say this, try to be more consistent in the time frame, in the time, like when I got my, my usual Mondays at 10 o'clock, but make sure, just, yeah. Where can I find some of my work? What do you mean? Well, my work, so if you go on my website, which is TracieCollinsOfficial.com, it will lead you all to my stuff. Yeah. So I try not to get on here and promote like my personal stuff, because I make sure that the NBDA has its own space. But only thing that I get on here and I talk or try and promote, and I do it in the Insta stories, is my podcast, Healthy Black Girl. And I'll do that in an Insta story. Thank you, Joy. So yeah, this is the link, y'all, for our YouTube channel. Yeah. And like I said, those other things that I'll be doing, the fireside chat, we are going to be, I think it's going to be like $1.99, and I'll probably make it for like 2 hours. And it's only limited. There is going to be a cutoff as far as how many people I'm going to allow to join. So it's, I can say for the most part, it's going to be, exclusive fireside chat with me. But I want you guys to get in there, and I want y'all to ask, like, if you guys are having any trouble, like, let me help you. Like, get in there and let me help you. Let me help you figure it out. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to, like, and I know the doula world or the birth world can be very isolating. I know, because I experienced it myself. And I know people get in the work and they feel that they're going to have a sense of community and being supported. And then unfortunately, when they get in there, they don't have that experience. So like when I do the fireside chat, when y'all see that happen, like I want you guys, I don't give a shit I don't care if you're an NBDA member. I don't care if you're thinking about becoming a doula. I don't care if you've been in the field for 15, 16, 20 years. Like, or, whatever level of birth profession, however you support birthing bodies, get in there and let's figure it out. Let's figure it out so you can win. Because when I tell you, people need you now more than ever. We've never been in a time where you see that our rights have been stripped away and we have less rights than our grandparents did. Like, think about that. Than our mothers did. Like, really think about that. So people need you guys now more than ever. And how do you get in there and get found by the people? Because the way this world works, the way social media, you have to be in people's faces. For the most part, you have to put yourself out there. And social media, oh, thank you. See, I don't be knowing about that. I can't even see that shit. Thank you, Spiritual Edge. Like you have to put yourself in people's faces so they know what you do. And the way social media has our mind set up is that everything has to be done by the phone, but there's still ways that people can find you on social media and how to be effective and things like that. And it's intimidating. It is. It's intimidating. I told you I've been sitting on 2 YouTube channels that I ain't done shit with until last month. Like, for real. I've had them for forever. And I just haven't utilized that platform until now. But it is intimidating. But I will say this. People gonna talk anyway. People gonna judge you anyway. People gonna run their mouth anyway. So you might as well get paid while they do. Okay? And you can help people at the same time. Okay? They're gonna talk anyway. People are going to hate or talk or say you shouldn't or you can't. They're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway. Yeah. So, yep, it's a constant talk for me. Yeah. We have to almost like talk. Oh, thank y'all for the badges. Like, I swear I can't be, I don't even see that like on my side. So like to, it just, I think it just comes up every time I go live. Well, thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Because when I tell you, people ain't got to fuck with you. People don't have to support you. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. People don't have to appreciate you. They don't. And so when you guys, I just thank you guys for, like, the badges, but for those, just everybody here in this space, just thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope honey come out soon, because I'm hungry, and I know she's hungry too. Lord help me, God. Yeah. Is there anything that I'm missing? I want to make sure I'm covering everything. But yes, you guys, what do I have on Monday? Hopefully my calendar, I will make my calendar clear. Join me Monday on YouTube live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, whatever. Join me there. That is where I'll be going live. All right. So I'm jumping off. Thank you guys so much for the badges, and just thank you guys so much. Oh, you're talking about, that's what we'll be talking about. Oh, yay. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. Spiritual Edge, where is the brunch taking place in Conversation in August? It's in Charlotte. Is it in Charlotte? You want to make, and then you know what? Why don't email so we can schedule a time so you can get on and we can talk about it. I want to make sure that people know about it if it's open to just the general public who are in the North Carolina or Charlotte, North Carolina region. So people can join. Like, it's important and imperative. People have to know what you're doing, what how you support people, how you support overall birthing bodies. Okay, in Charlotte. Okay, good. Yeah, so we want to make sure that we schedule when at least if there's a flyer or any information that we can share on our end, please let us have it or tag us in it so we can put it in the Insta stories. We want to make sure that the doulas in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, the Black doulas in Charlotte, North Carolina, know. Okay, good. All right, lady, I'm going to hop off. But thank y'all for joining me. Hi, Stacy! I'm going to jump off. Hopefully, honey should be getting out in a second. Actually, they should be calling me pretty soon. All right. We are going to save this live, but this live is going to be archived on our YouTube channel. So I will make sure. All right, Joy, thank you so much for your help, too. So I will make sure for those of you guys who didn't get the opportunity to see it, it is going to be archived on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to find it there. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.